Can the smallest judoka under 160 centimeters tall literally crush all opponents in the category? The answer is obvious if I made this video. 2 times World Championships medalist, 11 gold medals of Grand Slam tournaments, 3 golds of prestigious Masters Series tournaments, Japanese Championship. The percentage of victories in the international arena of this judoka is literally off the charts. His name is Ryuju Nagayama. This guy has a fantastic judo style. His variety of techniques and the beauty of their execution makes you revisit his performance time after time. Ryuju Nagayama is a master of deflection throws, back throws, undercuts. You can say a real all-rounder in the world of modern judo. Pay your attention to his crowning throw Ura-Nage, a throw through the chest with a deflection. How low he lifts his opponent and launches him into space. Before starting the story of Ryuju Nagayama, please note that the Japanese person performs in the category up to 60 kilograms and his height is only 156 centimeters. But this did not prevent him from becoming a real leader and one of the best in the world. Also, it did not prevent Ryuju Nagayama from lifting dumbbells weighing about 60 kilograms, which is equal to his body weight, as well as throwing judokas weighing over 100 kilograms in competition. You and I are transported to the 2016 Olympic year at the Grand Slam tournament in Baku. It was then that the 20-year-old Nagayama won his first medal from the international tournaments of the World Series. By the way, a year earlier, the Japanese became world junior champion, defeating Sandokaran Tsogbater from Mongolia in the final. In Baku, our young hero defeated Orkan Seferov in the first bout. Then he defeated a strong Spaniard Francisco Garrigos. And in the quarterfinals, he was stronger than Ilgar Mashkiev. In the semifinals, we see the crowning throw of Ura-Nage, which we will see many times. As a result, the Japanese enters the final where he loses to Boldbader Ganbat from Mongolia. The silver was the first medal for our hero from the prestigious World Judo Series tournaments. December 2, 2016, the most prestigious tournament Grand Slam Tokyo 2016. So what will Nagayama show us at such an important tournament for every Japanese person? Let's watch. The Japanese confidently reached the quarterfinals by defeating Philip Graf and Albert Ogazov in preliminary bouts. In 1/4 final, thanks to a quick wazari, Ryuju Nagayama defeated Amartov Shindashdeva from Mongolia. And already in the semifinals, Ryuju Nagayama wins with 2 marks over Felipe Kitadai, a strong judoka from Brazil. Nagayama is in the final. On the other side of the tournament grid awaits Naohisa Takato, who recently won bronze at the Rio Olympics. We can say that we are seeing the beginnings of an interesting confrontation. Well, as you can see, Nagayama drops Takato at Ippon in regulation time and becomes the Tokyo 2016 Grand Slam champion. A serious bid from such a young judoka. We move on, and on May 20, 2017, the Grand Slam tournament takes place in Yekaterinburg. A few months earlier, Nagayama lost at the Grand Slam in Paris to Diarbek Urozdev of Uzbekistan and did not place. In Yekaterinburg, Nagayama was in top form, and we can say that 2017 was one of the best and productive years of his career. Nagayama crushed all his opponents on the way and reached the semifinals. In the semifinals, he had to face Savakar Kazidi. It was a very colorful semifinal. Nagayama had a full 3 throws to Yuko's credit and finished his opponent thanks to an ippon over the back. First-class judo. Waiting for him in the tournament final was the experienced and uncomfortable Emiran Papanashvili of Georgia. Nagayama quickly opened the score of this bout thanks to his trademark Uchimata throw. Then the Japanese performed his crowning throw Ura-Nage for another score. And as a result, the third wazari score in the bout, thanks to Kosoto's throw. 3 different throws in the final, and the Japanese takes the gold. A true technician, a genius, or simply a dominator. In August 2017, in the capital of Hungary, the World Championships were held, and it would seem that such a tiger as Ryuju Nagayama should win a medal at the World Championships. A confident victory in the first 2 rounds, but in the third fight Nagayama loses to the same Mongolian Boldbader Ganbat and leaves the competition without a medal. Sadly, this is the first experience of an adult judo world championship for Ryuju Nagayama. And we're off to another Tokyo Grand Slam at the Ryuju Nagayama Quarry. December 2017. In the first bout, Nagayama defeats Korean Lee Harim, who is now a very strong and challenging judoka. In the quarterfinals, the Japanese proved to be stronger than Toru Shishimi. And in the semifinals, a bout against Naohisa Takato. Again, they fight each other at the same tournament as a year ago, only at a different stage. This time, reigning world champion Naohisa Takato defeats Ryuju Nagayama thanks to a wazari throw. Nagayama is off to fight for bronze against the Korean. First wazari thanks to a throw across the back and Ippon, all by the same hold of Ippon Sioinage. The Tokyo Grand Slam bronze medal goes to Ryuju Nagayama. The final tournament of 2017 for Ryuju Nagayama becomes the Master Tournament in St. Petersburg. It should be noted that in the first bout Nagayama fought against Dyrbek Urasvev and was able to win it, thus taking revenge from him. In the quarterfinals, Nagayama defeated Robert Mshvidabadze with two powerful and signature holds. Then a coolback throw to Ippon by Ryuju Nagayama in the semifinals against a Mongolian judoka. And the final of this Masters tournament was against future world champion Francisco Garrigos from Spain. Another coolback throw brings Ryuju Nagayama the first gold medal of his career from Masters tournaments. We move into 2018 for the World Championships in Baku. A very important tournament for Ryuju Nagayama, and immediately a phenomenal underhand throw in the quarterfinals of the tournament against a judoka from North Korea. Nagayama in the semifinals against world champion Takato. And I mean, there was already a disqualification for leaving with the head at that time. In this episode, Naohisa Takato walks away with his head. The judges watch the replays and do not give Hanso Kumik to the reigning world champion. In the end, Takato throws a Kuchigari gimmick for a wazari score in the golden score and advances to the finals. I, on the other hand, think the final was stolen from Ryuju Nagayama after all. It was a head escape from his opponent, but nevertheless Naohisa Takato became world champion. Nagayama, on the other hand, in beautiful and flashy style, became the bronze medalist. I think Ryuju Nagayama can be happy with himself because it is a great performance and the first medal in his career from the World Championships, even though it is a bronze medal. We're off to the 2019 Grand Slam tournament held in Düsseldorf. Nagayama was the clear favorite to win. The Japanese confidently reaches 1/4 of the final, where he defeats Korean Lee Harim with a backhand throw. In the semifinals, the Japanese crushed Francisco Garrigos with two cool holds. And in the final, Nagayama also in a dominating style declassifies and defeats Robert Mshvidabadze by pawn, who at that time was already the vice champion of the world. World Championships in Tokyo in 2019. World Championships, which was full of surprises in the category up to 60 kilograms. Ryuju Nagayama starts his day confidently with Ippon. Already in the quarterfinals, Nagayama defeated the legendary Yeldo Smatov from Kazakhstan. In the semifinals, the Japanese fought against Lukumi Chkwemiani from Georgia. As you can see, the Georgian defeated the Japanese, made it to the final, and subsequently became the champion by defeating Sharofidin Latfulev from Uzbekistan. In the battle for bronze, fate brings Nagayama and Takato. And as you can see, this time Ryuju Nagayama is the winner and wins his second career World Championships bronze in a row. It's a great performance and an important win over his rival Naohisa Takato. Now we're heading towards 2020. The Grand Slam tournament in Paris is the highest ranked and most watched Grand Slam of 2020. Nagayama is classically the favorite for this tournament and has been confidently beating all opponents in his path with quite a variety of holds. In the quarterfinals, the Japanese demonstrated a beautiful Sotsuri Migoshi throw and eventually advanced to the final against Yago Abuladze, who will become world champion a year later. The Japanese ends up throwing his opponent twice very quickly and becomes the winner. First it was a throw over Sioinage's back and then a signature and very low Ura-Nage. Another top-notch performance from the Japanese and another medal from Grand Slam tournaments. 2021 World Championships in Budapest a month before the Tokyo Olympics. Nagayama didn't make the Olympic roster. I'll be honest with you, I was 100% sure that Ryuju Nagayama would be the world champion that day. In the first bout he defeated Sardar Nurlev from Uzbekistan, and in the second bout against Keramet Hasinov of Azerbaijan, Nagayama concedes. One wazari and Ryuju Nagayama's dream of world championship gold remains a dream. In the end, Hasinov became the third, and the champion in this weight category was Yago Abuladze. A very frustrating and disappointing defeat in the career of Ryuju Nagayama. But Ryuju Nagayama's Olympic dream and his dream of a world championship gold medal lives on. Nagayama is still very young. The Japanese are being sent to the Grand Slam Tokyo in 2022. As you can see, he confidently reached the quarterfinals, showing a good fight. But what a shame. In 1/4 he loses to Korean Sung Byum-jeon, who eventually wins this tournament. Nagayama fights for bronze against Koga Genki and loses to him. Nagayama ended up finishing 5th at his home Grand Slam tournament. Grand Slam Tokyo 2023 is the most important Grand Slam of Ryuju Nagayama's life. His fate was literally decided on this day. Ryuju Nagayama was able to win the Tokyo Grand Slam by defeating Olympic champion and judo legend Naohisa Takato in the final. In doing so, he won the right to represent Japan at the 2024 Paris Olympics. After years of competing and missing the Olympics, Nagayama takes his own. Naohisa Takato embraces his rival with a smile and seemingly puts the baton in safe hands. Ryuju Nagayama has a huge responsibility on his shoulders to keep the Olympic title in this weight class for Japan. What do you think? Will the Japanese be able to become the champion of the Olympics in Paris?